I woke up to another glorious morning in Mulabari village. Mornings are probably the best time to observe the beautiful nature around you. I could just see the snow-covered mountains in the background, and obviously you get woken up by the loud roosters every morning. But that's what's different about village life, and you see people just getting on with their normal work while you're just sitting there thinking, wow, people are so energetic here and they're never tired. In most Nepalese villages, women have to wake up every morning and they have to go fetch water every morning and evening. So they have to walk downhill in the steep path to fetch water from the local village water bank, or the village tap, known in Nepali as Bara.
At the moment I'm carrying an empty guggery. So it's like a water bottle, a long water bottle, where the villagers, they have to carry water every morning and every evening for their...
Currently in Mulabari, the villagers have no access to clean running water which is drinkable, so they have to walk downhill to fetch their drinking water. They do have a water tank which fills up whenever it rains, so they use that to wash their hands or wash their dishes. But this is what the ladies would have to do every morning. They walk down the steep hill with an empty guggery, which is the water pot that I'm carrying. The water pot guggery is made out of metal, so it's quite heavy on its own to carry. It can have beautiful patterns on it, or it can be plain and simple and boring. And the ladies walk downhill every evening and morning to fetch their drinking water. So if you've got a big family, that's quite a trip up and down the hill for you to have drinking water throughout the day. But if you've got a small family, then I guess that's your morning exercise done. I was being very, very cautious and careful while walking, because all the bajus, or the grandmothers of the villages, were telling me you need to be careful because you're not used to walking in this kind of steep paths, or paths, yeah. So they were being very helpful and telling me to be very careful, and that's exactly what I'm doing. And I don't know if you've noticed in my previous videos, but the sky is a blue shade that I've never seen before. It's so beautiful. And that's someone's wood storage, so that's where they would collect wood from. For the villagers who are used to walking up and down that hill every day to go fetch water, I think it takes them about 15 minutes to go just downhill, and probably, I don't know, 20 minutes to walk uphill with the water in the gagri, the water pot, on the basket. The basket is called doko in Nepali, but for me it took 30 minutes to just go downhill because I was being very slow and careful with every step I was taking, especially on that kind of very sharply falling down kind of path, because I didn't want to fall over and hurt myself. As we approached the water tank, the village Dara, we could see and hear animals. There were bulls and not cows, goats and buffaloes. And this is when my cameraman runs up because he was scared. He thought the bull was going to come after him because he was wearing a red top.
That's so she's barefoot. I don't know how she can walk in that kind of, what do you call it, road? It's not even a road.
So the elderly lady had come from her shed to fetch water probably for her animal. She had 2 containers that she was carrying on her head, and she was barefoot. I felt so sorry for her because she had to walk in that rocky, steep hills, and there could be anything. So sad to see. So this is the Mulabari village water point where the villagers get access to the cold running water. And after a long, complicated hike down the hill, I finally arrived at the water point.
Walking down without any water with the empty guzzle is difficult. Ow.
And the village water point is also an open shower to everyone. So this is where they would wash themselves and wash their clothes. And we have visitors. So we have very thirsty calves drinking water.
Oh my god. It's so heavy.
So my empty water guggery that I carried downhill was full of water, and I was ready to carry it and climb up the hill again with that metal guggery filled with water.
I don't know how people can carry. Because my gowrie is smaller compared to the other gowries, but people still walk up and down that hill every morning and evening to fetch water. I'm so grateful that, like, in UK that we don't have to do this, or in cities. Thank God. Okay. एउटा खुट्टा अगाडि एउटा खुट्टा पछाडि गरेर हिँड्ने नि ल चले ए यस्तो गयो भने त ढाड दुख्छ होला है गाडी अन्त त्यस्तो माथि पुगेर नि आउँछ त
After washing ourselves with cold water and washing our clothes and filling up our empty water pots, the guggeries, we made our way back to Mulabari, the village. And trust me, it was so heavy to carry that gagri full of water all the way back to the village. You're probably gonna think I'm such a drama queen complaining, but you won't know until you do it yourself, and if you're not used to it, then it's a pretty difficult job for you to carry out. It took us longer to climb back, obviously, with the heavy load on my head. In the villages, ladies are in charge of cooking the morning, afternoon, and the evening meal for the whole family. They have to prepare and cook in the dark kitchens.
So I'm cooking chicken curry for the whole family of. We've got 4 people here with us. The cameraman, my tour guide for the whole trip, and my auntie who lives in this house. And obviously the electricity has gone, so we've had to use all the lights system that we've got. And this is my first time cooking in a kitchen in a village. It's really dark, and obviously everything here, you don't have gas, you don't have oven, everything you have to really work hard for. Even the fire, the wood fire we've got here, you have to work really hard to set this fire up and set it alight. And but I'm sure the food is going to taste really nice, because the food that we've been having for the past few days is really good. Today it's my first meal in the village. I do cook normally at home, but obviously it's easier to cook because you've already got a gas and everything, and you don't have to work so hard to prepare the food. And even the cutting I found difficult, because the knife is a curved knife which is called hasiya or asi, and it's quite difficult to cut with that, and they don't have chopping boards and they don't have tables where you can sit and prepare food. So it has been quite a difficult experience, but obviously experience I won't be having again. But yeah, it's all good. So hopefully my chicken will turn out good as well. I love all the food I cook, so it doesn't matter to me. Blow it really hard to have the fire alight. Finally, fire. And it's really hot because the fire, the heat comes straight onto you, so it is really hot to cook. Very hard. The temperature is quite hard. My feet are burning. Obviously, मैले कुक गरेन भने आज कसैले खानु पाउँदैन, so कुक गर्नु पर्छ. So at the moment I'm just stirring my meat, so until it's brownish red. Right now it's still whitish looking to me, so I've still got to stir it a few more times and let it cook a few more times. I mean a few more minutes.
And it's really dark because we were experiencing our scheduled load shedding, which happens for a few hours every day all around Nepal, so everyone in Nepal knows about it.
So my meat is, I think, nearly cooked, and I'm all sweaty. Oh my god, the heat. I had to literally crawl, because if you're sitting down, because the smoke, it goes upwards, so if you stand up, it will catch you right in your eyes. So I have to literally crawl to go out of this kitchen for my eyes not to be teary. And that's exactly what I've been doing so far. Time to put my tomatoes in.
Cooking in the village kitchen is obviously very different. You have to keep blowing the fire for it to light up and for it to cook your meal, otherwise you'll be eating raw meal. And I think after a very, very complicated task of blowing and being able to keep up with the smoke that was coming out, I eventually cook the whole dinner, and the dinner was ready.
Auntie, Pakyo!
I cannot confirm and say for everyone, but I think most Nepalese people do like to sit on the floor and eat their meals, because we did have a dining table inside the village house, but still we chose to sit in the front porch and eat our meals. So I was serving everyone what I cooked for them that night, and we were eating outside, probably because it was very dark inside because we had no electricity, and it can be very hot as well because there's no air conditioning in the villages in Nepal. So we were sitting outside and eating our meal.
कोही भेजिटेरियन छैन नि त है यसले हालिदिन्छ छु नि तिमी त कुक हो के हो नि
I guess we were all so tired because we're just eating in silence. Just looking back at this video, it just makes me think in the UK we just eat our dinner in our own time, and even if we eat with our family, we're always on our phone, looking on our phone. But there, even though we were having light conversations, but we're enjoying our meal together. After the fantastic dinner cooked by me, we went over to one of the Baji's house to watch TV. Obviously all the villagers don't have TV, so they gather around in the house that has TV and they watch the weekly episode of Tito Sapte, I believe, which is a very popular comedy TV series that airs all over Nepal, and it brings the whole village together. This is the time for them to socialize and enjoy the TV episode together. Obviously my village is transforming as I speak, and we're getting more modern facilities in the village. It's nice to see that people are enjoying time together with the developing technologies and modern facilities that we have.
मेरो आमाले नक्क पाल्ने ठुलो गर त आमालाई के यस्तो गर्न पर्यो हामीले नि यता च्याट दिने माथि